Good evening, everyone. It's Maureen from Massachusetts. I'm doing good. I hope you all are doing good too. Uh, I'm in my back room, obviously, and I thought I'd come to you again this evening. It's Christmas coming season, obviously, and I thought I would paint a couple of ornaments. I have some old ornaments that I picked up in a box, probably from a thrift store, as I love my thrift store finds, which I probably did because I'm seeing the little tag there. So anyway, they're gold, but coppery gold, and they're the colors I like on my white Christmas tree, and I put blues on it too. They're pretty together, but and pinks and different colors and make it nice. So while my camera was charging up, I did paint one, and I like to do the little cabbage roses and the leaves, and taught myself. I'm not a professional painter, but I have fun, and I put a little glitter on. Um, so I just thought I'd, maybe um, paint a few of those while I spend my time with you this evening and sharing our YouTube experience. Again, creative time with Maureen Sky. And I hope that you're enjoying my videos as I come to you and bringing my different projects and subjects to light, and sharing all with you the things that I like to do. And I'm having fun enjoying a lot of your YouTube, the YouTubers out there too. I really am. I want you to know that. And I've learned a lot already. So keep making your videos, and I'll keep making mine, and we'll see where it all brings us in 2021. So anyway, isn't that pretty? I kind of like it. So I thought I got some different colors here, and I thought I'd try a couple more with you all. They're acrylic paints, and I'm just using regular brushes and coming at you with that. So take a little damp cloth and I wipe them off first. Yeah, wipe them all down. I hope you all had a good week. I did. I did manage to get out to the grocery store yesterday, and boy, I loaded up. I did. I went to town. I got my flour so I can make my Christmas cookies. I didn't leave nothing on the shelves. Not that I'm a hoarder or anything. I left enough for everybody else, but I mean, I got what I needed because I don't want to have to go back a bazillion times like I generally would. Every holiday season, you'd find me in the stores quite a bit getting my flour, my sugars, and I'm diabetic, so I have to have the Truvia and different things to cook with. And I wanted to make sure I got my daughter and granddaughter coming this week, so I wanted to make sure I got plenty of food for everybody. And I like to make homemade soups and stuff, so I got all my stuff. I'm happy with that. So just so different out there to go shop. I always loved grocery shopping. Any kind of. I'm not a big shopper. I'm not a big mall shopper or anything. No, I'm not. I'd prefer to shop online or go to support the more local artisans and small shops. And of course, Greenfield, we lost our store there, Wilson's. That was kind of a landmark for many years. And they went out this past year with everything. So you could always plan that you'd pay a little more, but you are going to get a quality item. And Wilson's was the go-to place if all else failed and you didn't want to get out and drive 30 miles to the mall. You went downtown to Greenfield and, went to Wilson's. And So that's not there anymore. So, and then with COVID, we can't get out anyway. So I do a lot of the online stuff, I guess, but I'm pretty well done. I'm not going to get too much more. I don't know what everybody wants anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll do something. So I've got colors of the pink. Let me see if we can bring the camera down to show you what I'm doing. I've got pinks and greens and white, and I'm just blending them. And I learned years ago by my self-taught from Donna Dewberry, I believe it was. I bought her templates, and I would sit up late at night when my kids were younger and just practice, practice, practice. And that's how I kind of taught myself to do the cabbage roses. And again, I don't do them as nice as some I've seen, but I do try. So what I'm doing is generally take a flat brush. This one's a little angled, but it's still okay. And then what you do is you take your white paint and your other color, your reds or pinks. I took red to make pink. And you tip one edge of your brush in one color and the other part so that you're kind of making a V on your brush. Then with the lighter color, I believe, I could be doing that wrong, but anyway, I've got the white out, and I'd have to look back at my templates. But anyway, this is how I did the last one. It came out kind of pretty. So I'm taking, and what I'm doing now is just letting that brush, and I put my fingers close to the metal so I have control of that brush. And I am now just going to take, and on the face of this, I'm going to go kind of wiggle up and make it like a fan of several. That's the first part. I'm going to add, you always make sure you have enough paint. And I add some more paint. I'm running out of the pink. I might have to make some more up. And I'm going to the next part. I believe I'll be making about 5 of these wiggle fan type things. All right, let me, I do need to, I can tell I'm going to need more pink, and it's drying up on me. I got my tea, and tea with y'all. So I finished up that lady's custom order. There was 11 pieces going back to her total, and she loved them. And I also just got another 5-star review on my jewelry site. I'll take it. I was thrilled when I saw that. It's a sale I made about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago on a necklace I had made where I took a plate that had a ship on it, like an old, kind of looked like the Mayflower, an old ship in a brown and white print. And I purchased the plate and I cut it up so that I had the ship in a little oval shape. And I did it in a raised edge design of solder after I cut it on my grinder. And then I put it with the chain, and with my metal stamping, I wrote the words "Born to Explore." I had a couple of pretty little root beer colored beads and a little blue bead, and it all just complemented pretty. And I put it on Etsy. It's been on for, a few months, but it sold, and she loved it. And she said it was very unique, which I do try to make unique things. I like doing that. So I've blended some more paint on my brush, and with the white, I'm going to attempt to keep going here. And I left a little tad bit of red on the brush because I want to give it that little bit of detail. So here's another fan coming at you. Yeah. And then you always want to keep your color on your brush. Yeah. One, two, three. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more. So I was happy to get that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do one more. Now, I'm going to take and go into there and make a second round of this. So I'm going to kind of go here. And I've got a little more red on there so that, and you do it a little bit smaller. And you just keep wiggling that brush. Just keep wiggling that brush. Now I'm gonna take my red and my white, run that through. Now, to make the center where it looks like the opening bud, you take your brush. And it's like, again, this is an angle brush, but you can be using a flat, or this works too, I find. But anyway, I'm going to make a U, like the top of the U. So there we go. We're going to make that U. Then I'm going to bring my brush to the other side, turn it over, and I'm going to match it with a U coming up. And there's your little rosebud. Then I'm going to take some of the red, and I'm just going to take and bring some, this is a little more vivid, this one. Then I'm dipping it in my water, my brush, and clean that off. Wipe it on my napkin. And now I'm going to take, the brush is pretty clean. I'm going to do the same with green. So I've tipped the edge with green. And now I'm going to go over to the white. I got some started here, so I'll try to finish. And then kind of wipe some of that down. Now I've got my little bit of a V look there. Now I'm going to make some nice leaves to the side. So again, you make kind of a heart shape. You're going to wiggle and you're bringing it to a point. And then you go to the other side, turn your brush around, and you match it with, like you're making that heart shape. I did manage to get a little bit of pink in there, but I can fix that. Yeah. Afterwards, we're going to put a little glitter on that. Yeah. So this side, I'm going to do the same, but I'm holding it upside down. So I'm going to start with, get that green going. I'm holding it so I have good control of that brush. Coming back to the other side. I'm going to get a little bit more white on there. Okay. I'm coming back to the other side, kind of making that heart shape. Wiggle, 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 point. I'm going to go back over here and fix this so it kind of matches. Wiggle, 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 point. Kind of what I do, folks. So now, that one I did a leaf at the bottom too. So let's see if I can do one. And then we'll get glitter on. So pretty. Okay, and then we can do a little half bud on the other side too. So here's again. So back into the water. Clean my brush. Wipe it on my napkin. Paper towel. Lay that brush down. Now I'm going to go to the other brush that I used for the glitter. Where did I put that? Not this one. This one is for making my squiggly, which I'll show you that too. Yeah, this one it's a long stem handle brush, but I just happen to use it because the tip will allow me to get in the glitter glue, which I have over here. And it's just pink glitter glue, so it kind of works. So, and I put it on the leaves as well. It's pretty. It doesn't hurt anything. So I'll let that dry a little bit, and we'll go back to the other one, the other bulb I made, because I'm going to let this hang to dry, and I've just got it sitting on a little bucket edge over here. And I'll let that one dry, and we'll come back to this one, which I just did up. And we're going to paint the other side with just a half bud like I showed you. So, again, let me go to my angle brush. And again, you know, they say to use a flat brush. I have flats too. I just happen to have this one, and I've used them before, and they work. So, what I'm doing now is I'm going to dip white, and I'm going to dip the red, and I'm going to brush it over here so I know I'm getting a pretty pink. All right, so now, there's the front of it, so I want to come directly around to the back. And I'm just making what's going to look like a rose bud. So again, it's just small U. Then I'm coming back, turning my brush over, matching the other edge and bringing it up. Then we're going to leave that alone, back into the water to clean it. Now I'm going to take, I guess what they call a liner brush. Is that what they call these? I should know all my brushes, but stick. one stroke. Oh yeah, they're one stroke. Anyway, they're Donna Dewberry's brushes, and they all have different sizes, and I think they're hers. So I'm going into the green, little bit of white, kind of work some of that off a little bit so I get a nice, doesn't look like it's gonna work for me here. And I want to come down on the sides and make it look like it's a natural bud. And I'm gonna come to the other side and do the same. I hope you're all got safe plans for the holidays. It's so important. I'm going to leave that. I'm going to let it dry. And I'm going to put glitter on that as well. And it just looks natural, even leaving the little bit of paint there, kind of in the center. Kind of pretty. So, we'll let that sit for a minute. And we'll just do a couple more. Maybe I'll do some a little different colors too. Maybe we'll try to do creamy white, yellowish. Let's see. Pretty though. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We'll let those dry. So I've got to get outside soon and dress up my bottle area she shed with greens. I've got to cut some greens from the trees, and there's a lot of pine cones too. I got to pick up some pine cones and make it all pretty around there. I'll do a video to show you all afterwards what I do. Let's see. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be pretty to do like maybe a pretty blue or something? Let's see what I can do. Blue roses. I just happen to find this dark color, but I'm gonna put white with it. And I might try to do a morning glory type of flower. Let's see. Not all that good at it, but I tried practicing this summer, so we'll see if I can remember what I learned. This is real dark, almost a